Hello, and welcome back to Desire Dialogues, the podcast where taboo gets turned on its head. Communication becomes foreplay, and we rewrite what intimacy really looks like for you. Hey, I'm Lauren Goyette, your sex, love, and relationship coach, communication alchemist, and most importantly, your personal permission slip to want more, say more, and receive more. So, welcome back to everybody who's been listening, my regulars, and welcome to my newbies. I'm so happy this landed in your ear. Today we're going to talk about something that so many women struggle with, okay? Not so much men, but really what I've noticed in my clients as a women. We overgive in relationships, right? You cook, you soothe, you initiate, you adapt, right? You say it's fine when it's fucking not. And somewhere in there, like, you forget what it's like to feel deeply desired, cherished, taken care of, and energetically matched, right? So this episode is your reminder. You don't have to shrink to make them feel needed, right? You can make a man feel like a king without being the damn castle maid. Yeah. Buckle up. Let's go. Overgiving is a turnoff. All right, I'm going to say it. It's for you and for him. Let's name it. Overgiving is also exhausting. It happens when your love language becomes a full-time job, right? Especially when it's acts of service. There's 5 different love languages by Gary Chapman. Definitely check out that book. It changed everything. My gosh. So here's the thing. When you try to earn closeness by being good enough or easy enough, that's where this comes into play. You overgive. And the kicker, it's not actually sexy. Not for him and definitely not for you, right? I have a lot of women come up to me saying, like, dude, I do everything. Like, why doesn't he initiate, right? Like, why doesn't he open up more when I'm doing all these things? And because you never leave space for him to step up, to fill the voids, to, take on any responsibilities in the gap, right? Because you're doing it all. You have taken over the entire emotional job description or physical job description within the household. It's a lot. Right? Overgiving teaches, your partner that they can chill, they can lean back, right? But healthy desire lives in the tension of contribution. Let me say that again for those in the back. Healthy desire lives in the tension of contribution. You don't need to do less. You need to let him do more or let them do more. So, want him to feel needed? Ask from power, not pleading. Right? We've been sold this idea that men need to feel like heroes. And yes, well, there's truth in that. Most women translate that into worship. All right? They think, I have to make him feel like he's everything. No, babe, you don't. You're going to inflate him, to feel worthy. You need to admire without abandoning yourself in the process. So, some language to use. All right? I love when you take initiative. It turns me on. When you handle things without me having to ask, that's really sexy. I feel safe and turned on when you match me with your presence. You see the difference? It's not, I couldn't do this without you. It's, I love co-creating turn on with you. Balance, energy exchange, erotic mutuality, all right? Erotic mutuality. What a weird word, right? Feels weird in my tongue. Anyways. So I want you to check your internal scorecard, all right? I love invitations, short podcast episodes. That's what you can expect unless I do an interview. Short, right to the fucking point, right? 'Cause you have so much to do. Busy. So let me ask you something spicy. When was the last time you did something for your partner without secretly hoping that they'd do something in return? Haha. Yeah, dude, that hit, right? You got that. You're like, oh, shit. Overgiving often comes with resentment too, right? Because deep down, you're keeping score. You're like, well, I did this, right? And that's the thing. I complimented him. I cooked dinner. I held space. I hung out with his mother-in-law. The thing is, generosity that's rooted like in guilt, in avoidance, or like over-functioning isn't really generosity. It's actually a survival pattern. And that actually is not on them. That's on you. I had to learn that the hard way. And man, how much freer I am since I did. So when we do that, it really keeps you from receiving real turn on, right? So instead of pouring more into their cup, pull back a bit, right? Invite balance and let them rise to the occasion to meet your needs, physical, emotional, all of it, right? So I got a couple mini pivots that you can kind of reclaim the balance, in and out of the bedroom. So instead of, what do you need from me? You could say, what do you want to offer right now? Instead of, oh, I'll just handle that. Say, I'd like you to take the lead on this one. Instead of, oh, I don't want to be too much. You could say, hey, I trust you can hold all of me. Start small, right? Let them carry the groceries and the emotional connection. You're not being dramatic. You're making space. So yeah, if you're nodding your head or you're screaming, oh my God, that's me, while folding laundry, I see you. This is your loving nudge to stop being the emotional overachiever. All right? DM me on Instagram at Lauren Goyette. Tell me the one thing you're pulling back on this week. Just one, right? And if you want coaching on how to stop overfunctioning, say what you want a sexy, grounded way, and feel deeply received, come join the Pleasure Collective, right? We're doing this work together in real time, the ways to make you a better lover and a better person for yourself. My friend, you don't need to overgive to be loved. It's a pattern that can be unlearned, all right? Communication scripts galore. I work with you one-on-one to really have you feel the most authentic and fulfilled person that you really want to be, right? You need to be honest about what you crave, all right? Thank you so much for listening to Desire Dialogues today. You're not too much. You're not selfish. You're just tired of giving more than you get. And you're ready to receive, right? Pleasure is your birthright, my friends. I'll see you next time.